So David, a 2-0 win today at Bootle. It's a ground where I don't think we've ever picked up more than a point, so you've got to be pleased with the result today.
Yeah, really pleased with 3 points. And 2 weeks ago, the question being asked was, can you win away from home? The question asked today was, can you actually perform on Merseyside? And we've shown we can. We've picked up 3 points, despite, for me, only playing well for 35 minutes. I thought the first 15-20 minutes of the first half we were poor. I don't think we fell on many second balls. I don't think we asked many questions. And then I thought we came into the game. I thought we were good for up to half time. And during that period, we had the sending off. Went in 2-0. You would expect us then to enjoy the football, move it around, play to our strengths on a pitch you can play on. I thought second half we looked a bit nervy. I thought we sat back a bit too deep. I thought we gave the ball away too cheaply. And it was a pretty drab affair the second half. I don't really remember either keeper making a save, but 3 points. Massive positive. We've come here. It's 3 points. It's momentum building again after a disappointing postponement last week, and it sets us up nicely to kind of run into December.
Goals today from Obbs and Bailey, 2 really well taken goals as well.
Yeah, really good. I thought Obbs did really well. He showed persistence, asked a lot of questions of the fullback, and when he got in, he was very, very calm to pick his spot. And the other one, a set piece. We scored a lot from a set piece early in the season and haven't recently, but really good ball in, good header down by Brewster, and Bailey actually going where I'd asked him to go and getting the rewards for it, which is always nice when a set piece comes off.
How hard was it getting ready for today in terms of, obviously Eric picked up his red card. We didn't speak about that within Shaw, but when he's picked up, we've appealed it. That's not been overturned, so he's out for 3 games. Lining up without Reece and Eric and not having a recognised striker.
Yeah, it was tough, and we've asked Bailey to do a job, and then when we've had to change things around at half time today, Bailey's had to drop deeper, and we've asked Joe to do a job up there. Neither of them are strikers. It's an alien position to them. They both work tirelessly, but it does change the way you play. It doesn't give you that focal point you get when you've got a natural 9. We asked for a bit more fluidity, and we perhaps had that first half, perhaps not the second half, because of the way we played it. We didn't get the ball into good areas to move it in that way. But we now miss Eric for another 2 games. Reece, we don't know when he's going to be back. He's seen 2 or 3 specialists now, and nobody can quite work out what the issue is. So we're waiting on that. So we are looking at where can we reinforce, because we need another option up there. At the moment, we're very much relying on the 2 who played up there, Obbs, maybe G, to kind of offer something for us.
And we picked up a suspension today for Brewster for however many yellow cards, and then Mason's gone off with an injury. Any update on those?
Well, yeah. So Matt Cardex went off at half time because he has a condition which means his throat closes at times and he struggles to breathe. So we're really struggling through the first half. So we had to change it. We had to drop Leesy back in and Bailey back in and disrupt things a bit and put G on. Then Mason, for me, it was a red card tackle. It was high. The referee said the player tried to pull out, but he hit him in the eye and sent him cartwheel in the air. So whether he tried to pull out or not, the level of force and aggression that he went in with, for me, warranted a red card. But maybe because he'd already been one, he wasn't going to give another one. So Mason went off with that, and he's on his way to A&E. And then Brewster got booked because he just booked one of their players, so he probably felt he had to when he went to ground. I didn't think it was a particularly bad tackle. I thought he came in from the side and probably got a lot of the ball. So I thought it was a pretty poor decision. But I mean, you knew after 39 seconds when he gave a free kick to us and then changed his mind to give it to them when it was the most obvious free kick to Bootle ever. I kind of knew what kind of afternoon I was in for.
How difficult does that make it ahead of next weekend?
I mean, I think we're not far off registering me, Alex and Phil at this rate. We had Gabe Hughes was back in the squad today. We had young Reece on the bench, and they were the players fit and available. We had 16 available today, and they were all here and all involved. And we've now got Brewster out. We're waiting to see how Mason is. So that could be 2 more. Bright spark. I thought Sean Quack came on. I thought he was very alive. I thought he asked lots of questions. He answered. He wins far more balls than he should on his press. I think he just has an extra yard that people don't recognise, and some sort of elastic limb that he just stretches out and nicks it. So Sean looks impressive, and he's not really had much of an opportunity since he came back from his injury. So there are some bright spots there, and players who've come off the bench recently have done well in impacted games. So it's not all doom and gloom, but we are down to the bare bones now, and we'll be looking in every cupboard in Seal Park and top and bottom Mosley to see if there's a footballer hiding somewhere.
So I guess one of the features of seasons gone by, and it's quite rare for us to be winning as many games as we are at this stage of a season, because it's normally when we start to go dry a little bit. But I think in seasons gone by we've had games or spells where teams underestimate us and we go under the radar a little bit, and this run of form probably puts us in that radar where teams take us a little bit more seriously. How difficult does that get for you moving forward?
I'm not entirely sure they do. I don't think Wythenshawe took us seriously. I'll be honest. I heard the post-match comments, and whether whether the comment about this game you should be winning was because it's Mosley or because we were down to 10 men, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure they did. I think Bootle did. In fairness, I think Bootle took us seriously. The way they set up, you can see they thought about how they were going to cause us problems. In terms of this league, though, there isn't a team in this league who isn't doing their homework, isn't going out watching games, isn't getting all the videos and watching it. So people know what we're about and who we're playing, where our threats lie. So from our perspective, it doesn't really change very much in terms of we've got to believe in what we're about. We've got to believe in what we're good at. We've got to stick to the strengths that we've identified and the game plan that we want to play. And it's been summed up on the poster in the dressing room, but it's about us.
Yeah.
And we don't care about what other teams do. We've got to focus on what we do well. And I've said to the players today, it's a great 3 points, but not a good performance, and we've got to be better. I felt we dipped below the standards we set at Wythenshawe, and another day we get punished for that. And we've got to be more consistent, and we've got to play at those levels every week.
Is this the best spell you've had since you've been in charge with us?
I think it probably is. We've had a couple of really good runs where we've kind of burst towards the top of the league. Remember one in kind of January time with the Marine, winning in the middle of it, probably in the second season. So we've had a few like that. I think this is a bit more sustained. I think this feels like a longer run, and I think if you look at the wins we've picked up, there's some good sides. Bootle, Congleton. We've picked up wins against very good teams. So I think it is. But we can't get ahead of ourselves. We've said that in there, and you've commented a couple of injuries and suspensions, and we're not a side who've got a massive squad. And we haven't got reserve teams to call on, and it might be a case of having to try and dip into the loan market in the week, and that disrupts things. And so it's all pretty fragile in football, and it's a very tight league. So we don't get ahead of ourselves. We're pleased with where we are, pleased with the reaction since Atherton, I'm pleased with the levels of consistency we've shown, albeit I felt we dipped today. We found a way to win, and finding a way to win has been key and something we've not been able to do previously. But we're in the end of November. There's a hell of a lot of football to be played. And we need to regroup, and we need to be better than we were today next week against a resurgent Atherton, who are another good win against Vauxhall last night. So it's relentless.
Thanks, David.
Cheers, Nathan.